Vegas is so desperate for tourists right now, they are giving money away. You heard me right? Vegas is hurting. It's because those international tourists stopped showing up, especially those Canadians. And honestly, do you blame them? See, remember Trump kept talking about annexing Canada, and Canadians did not take kindly to that. So they decided, we're not going to vacation in America anymore right now. The world is huge, so we'll just find another place to go. So now Vegas has rolled out this Vegas at Par program. And baby, the casinos are begging. So some of the casinos and bars and gaming places, they are telling Canadians, come on to Vegas and bring your Canadian money. You don't even have to do an exchange on it. Why? Because they're exchanging Canadian money for them dollar for dollar, no matter how much the exchange rate is. That's Vegas saying, we don't care about the math, we need money. But here's the thing, you can give away as many casino chips as you want to, but there ain't no jackpot big enough to fix bad foreign policy. So let me ask y'all something. If you were Canadian, would you take the deal and go to Vegas anyway? Or would you keep your money in your pocket and just let the strip get a little darker?
So, came to Las Vegas for the first time, me and my friends, because we all turned 60. This is a freaking ghost town. I created content about how the travel industry is being hit, especially Las Vegas. This place is a ghost town. There are restaurants inside of all these gorgeous hotels. The doors are shut. I hopped into a Lyft, because I don't use Uber. Don't use Uber, you guys. And the Lyft driver, I asked how he was doing, and he said, okay, but, business is really tough right now because there's not as many tourists coming in needing an Uber or a Lyft. And I said, is this what you do for a living normally? And he said, no, I'm a real estate agent, but everybody in real estate right now is suffering, and all of us agree nothing's going to get better until we have a change in administration. He came right out and said it. So he's like, I had to get this side gig. When I was departing from my airport, it's a Delta hub, meaning there are something like over 200 gates. And there was a time just a couple years ago when all those gates had Delta airplanes in them. There were, I counted, at least 40 gates that were literally shuttered, not even being used, snowed in, idle storage at those gates. We're being really distracted, but this Trump administration, Republicans are tanking our economy. I can't stress it enough.
Where does the future of Vegas stand? Let's be so for real, because when you think about it, millennials and Gen Zs do not gamble as much, and Vegas is kind of fueled on gambling. As a Cali girl, I've been going to Vegas several times a year my entire life. I know Vegas like the back of my hand. I have seen every era of Las Vegas, from the 1990s through the early 2000 club era, pool party era. And I will say Vegas is very, very different now. If you live in California and you've always gone to Vegas like your entire life every year, do you still go to Vegas? Do you still have a good time when you go to Vegas? It is very, very expensive. Sometimes I feel like a weekend in Vegas, what I could spend 5 days at an all-inclusive in Cabo, but I still choose to go. I know it's a little crazy. I still have a great time when I go to Vegas, but I notice there's something different. I don't know which direction Vegas is going to go, but if you're from Cali, do you still go to Vegas a lot?
Breaking news, guys. So Vegas visitor numbers dropped again this month, and hotel occupancy is down. Room rates are down. So everything's down right now, but conventions actually went up by 8%. And this is forcing casinos and other businesses to offer deals on the strip, like 25 to 80% off show tickets. And even the Rio Casino is doing $3 tables. So there's a lot of deals from discounted hotels. Cyber Monday has some really good deals floating around. So are these deals going to motivate you guys to spend your money on the Vegas Strip or not? Let me know.
Hey, it's Joe from Georgia. So another city is finding out about the fuck around find out, and no other than the city of Las Vegas, Nevada. You can basically go onto the street and see that the crowds have reduced quite a bit. And I will tell you the reason for this is because we've lost the tourism. Did you know Las Vegas bring in tens of thousands of people a week from foreign countries? And they come in, go to the shows, eat food, spend money at the casinos, and hotel lodging, all of that, bringing in multi-millions of dollars. Well, folks, they've quit coming. Bookings are down in the hotels. The airlines are not having every flight full, which, trust me, I know I'm in the airline industry. They're not full going to Las Vegas. That's unusual. So Las Vegas is going to be another direct victim of Donald Trump putting his tariff on products and making people scared to come to the United States, thinking they might not be able to get out and they might have been in prison in some foreign country. But welcome to the club,
Las Vegas is in big trouble, very big trouble. If you did not know, tourism is Las Vegas, Nevada's #1 industry, not number 2, #1. Tourism is down over 7% in 2025, over 2024. Did you know that Canadians are our largest group of visitors, not only in Las Vegas, many other states such as Florida, California, but they are the #1 visitors internationally, the largest group that comes to the United States of America. And they are not coming here. Did you know that Canadians are boycotting the United States of America, thus Las Vegas, Nevada? What does that do to tourism and the economy? First of all, it's important for you to understand that tourism contributes $3 trillion in economic activity. Let me repeat that. $3 trillion in economic activity in the United States every single year. Out of the 183 countries, Canadians contribute $20 billion, and they are boycotting the United States of America. So for cities like Las Vegas, Nevada, this is hurting everyone because a large group of people work in the tourism industry. They get lower wages and they rely on tips. Their tips are down 50%. I'm going to tell you, most people live off their tips, not their paychecks. I'm going to do a separate post about how Las Vegas is one of the top markets where people are backing out of buying a home in record numbers. Hi, my name's Christina. If you found this post informative, please like, comment, share, and follow, because I'm telling you what's going on in the economy. And ladies and gentlemen, it is not good.
Yes, Las Vegas is down. Las Vegas is hurting. And the people who live here and work here feel the pinch. If you don't work in the hospitality industry, you might think otherwise, but the facts are facts. Vegas is hurting. So I was talking to a follower of mine, actually, that I ran into on Las Vegas Boulevard yesterday, works in the hospitality business at the Paris. And she was telling me she's been there pretty much since Paris opened. And she's telling me how bad business is right now, to the point that people are being laid off. There are certain shifts, like the graveyard shift, that is being completely taken away. Vegas is hurting, and the people who work in it are as well. Hours are cut. And if you don't believe it, it's because you haven't spoken to anybody who works in the hospitality industry on the Las Vegas Boulevard, in downtown, wherever it is in Las Vegas. If you work in the hospitality industry, you know how bad Vegas is hurting. I mean, our numbers are down in visitors, like in the millions. And, people aren't just not spending the money that they used to. They're not gambling like they used to, you know? And then this price gouging on top of that continues. And I think the corporations are doing it because there's no other choice, just trying to get as much as they can out of the people who are visiting here. But that hurts because those people will not return anymore. You know, everything is gouged. Everything is charged. Fees are hidden everywhere. Come on, Vegas. What's happening here? Buffets are pretty much gone. Cheap food is gone. Free parking is gone. There's currently a petition out there trying to get at least free parking for residents all day to at least get them out there and spend some money. But corporations aren't even doing that. They don't want to budge on anything, these corporations. But I know that the people who work in the industry are hurting. And shifts, like I said, shifts are being cut. Whole restaurants are being closed. Food court businesses are being closed. The little stand-up pop-up stands are like in the middle of the aisles in the casino, like the shopping centers. They're closing down left and right. It's crazy, but it's happening. What can we do? I know we've come up with lists and lists of what we can do to bring business back, but no one's listening. What do you guys think? Chime in on the comments. Let us know, because it's just getting worse. And everyone who lives here is feeling the pinch every month. What do you guys think? Now you know.
All right, y'all. So Las Vegas got some issues right now. More than you think. So I received some stats from a well-known Las Vegas real estate agent. And he was telling me that usually Las Vegas is like the alarm for the rest of the nation to see where their economy is going, because Las Vegas depends so much on tourism, visitors. It's such a moving, constantly flowing city. Okay. And right now it's looking rough. If we are a sign of things to come, we are looking rough, and so is the nation. So the housing market in Las Vegas was the hottest housing market just a few months ago in 2025. And now it is one of the worst in a matter of months. How investors right now, how we had all these investors coming in here and buying up homes and apartments and condos and stuff? They are fleeing at 20% rate. They are fleeing Las Vegas right now. They don't want nothing to do with the housing market in Las Vegas. Homes, apartments, condos are offering deals across the board just to get people to move in, because there is no one wanting to buy. There's no one wanting to rent. So apartment rentals, the prices are going down, slowly going down, but they're going down, folks. And they might just speed up here in a little bit, because no one wants to rent them. No one wants to buy. People rather move in with someone else than to get something on their own. Because why? When the housing market was so great, all these landlords, owners, investors took advantage of it and skyrocketed the prices. Now look at us. The visitors in Las Vegas is down 7%. That's a lot. So we're not getting any revenue in the casinos, gambling. People are holding off on moving here. And if they move here, they're getting an apartment with a roommate or moving in with family. It's looking rough, guys. It's looking rough for us. And if, like I said, we are a sign of things to come, we better brace ourselves, because Las Vegas seems like it's on the verge of something. I'm not sure quite what it is, but we are on the verge of something. And something's about to give. And I hope it's not as rough as it was in 2008, because the housing market hasn't been this bad since that year, 2008 to about 2012. I mean, after that, we were booming just months ago. Now look at us. So if you are in the real estate business, if you are renting, if you have a property for rent, a house for sale, please chime in the comments. Let us know your point of view. And you who have lived here a while or just moved here, chime in the comments as well. We want to know your point of view too, and see how true this is, or these stats that are just fluffed up, right? I tend to believe this guy because he's been in business a long time here in Las Vegas, and he has no reason to give me bad information. So now you know.
So the rumors going around are that Las Vegas fell off, and not really. Las Vegas is now just catering to a different audience. Before they were catering to the normal working class person, but now they are catering to rich people. They are saying that very rich people will bring in more money than a few rich people will bring in more money than a lot of poor people. That's a simple way of putting it. So I watched the More Perfect Union. Why Vegas doesn't care if you visit anymore. Make sure you guys follow me, as every single day I talk about interesting documentaries and news stories that nobody else is talking about. So in Las Vegas, tourism has hit an all-time low, and that impacts greatly Uber drivers. They're saying because of course there's less volume of people, there are less people taking Ubers. It also impacts of course the chefs you'll find there, because they're getting less hours, there's not many people to cook for. But these casinos are making so much money. Now, since the pandemic, of course, people are broker and broker and broker. And Vegas has realized we need to target a different kind of audience. Now, the problem with that is they are leaving the poor people behind. They are leaving people who cater to the working classes behind and focusing on big superstars like, I'm just giving examples, but let's say Bruno Mars, Drake. That's the money they want. Vegas is ridiculously expensive. You get there, you're getting so many ridiculous fees. I mean, $14 for a bottle of water. You open your fridge in the minibar in your hotel room, $75 because they think you've taken drinks out when really you've just shaken it. Hotel rooms are ridiculously expensive. They are now even, the roads are going to be catered to F1, an F1 race, and Formula One is for rich people. The tickets are like $1,000. And of course, this also decreases footfall. It's hard for Uber drivers to work. There's too much traffic. People are avoiding that area. So there are less and less tourists going to Vegas. But the casinos don't care because rich people spend more than poor people. I can have 10 rich people and 70 poor people. The 10 rich people are going to spend more. So unfortunately, when it comes to Vegas, small businesses are just being driven out. They are now catering to a different audience and they're not focusing on volume anymore. They're no longer dependent on volume. And many companies, many areas are starting to think, you know what, we're going to cater to rich people because they spend more money.
You know what I come to realize? I'm in the borderline of Nevada and California, right? You know what I come to realize about Las Vegas specifically? You know why Las Vegas business is dying? Like, I wouldn't say completely dead, but like less people are traveling to Vegas. You know, they're not getting too much tourism as they used to, right? You want my honest opinion why? Why? And I'm an OTR driver. I'm over the road. I've been to almost 48 states already. And I'll tell you this right now. Most states have casinos, bro. Think about that. If you want to gamble, you don't have to come to Vegas no more. You could literally do it on your phone, or you could go to your state. There's no point of coming to Vegas to gamble no more. I'm just being real. If that's why a lot of people are not coming to Vegas. Another thing I see, they upcharge everything, bro. Literally, they nickel charge you for anything in Vegas. Literally, like if you go to a restaurant, if a burger is, they're promoting a burger for $5, that motherfucker ends up being $50-$40, bro, and with a drink. So, and you still got a tip. I'm not a Vegas guy. I just come here for work and get out. I don't even like, if I don't even go shopping or gamble or go to clubs. I just go get tacos. If I'm in Vegas, go get some tacos, deliver my load, or if I gotta pass through there, and I'm gone. I'm dead ass. I'm not that type of person to like, you know, spend all my money in Vegas. I'm not. If I go to a restaurant, like I said, 9 out of 10 is gonna be a Mexican restaurant or a taco shop, right? A taco truck, 9 out of 10. But there's nothing to do in Vegas, man. Like, Vegas has it all, bro. Vegas is known for, like, everything you could think of. They have all the addictions out there, bro. You know, man, I don't know. Vegas, like, if you don't have self-control, man, that city will eat you up, bro. I feel like any city in America, but in Vegas, it's like, it's more open, bro. Vegas is more open and, yeah, I'm not a Vegas guy. I mean, but one thing I'll say positive about Las Vegas is like, they have a lot of fights going on, like, you know, MMA, boxing, like if they host events there. That's the only good thing about Vegas. But other than that, Vegas is pretty much dead in my opinion. Because as I mentioned, you don't have to go to Vegas to gamble. Also, I remember back in the day, I was probably young, right? But, I heard that a lot of guys will go to Vegas for companionship, right? You don't have to do that no more, bro. You literally don't have to go, bro. You don't have to go for that no more, man. I'm just like, if you're looking for that, like, bro, you don't even have to go to Vegas for women, bro. Literally. I don't know, man. Vegas has it all, like I said, but it's not how it used to be, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Vegas is not what it used to be. And, I'll say another great benefit about Vegas. It's not far from California, which I'm right now, I'm at the borderline of California. I'm literally like 2 minutes away from it. What else? Yeah, California, Utah, Arizona. They're all like together, right? So like if you live in Las Vegas, you don't want to go to California, you go to Arizona, you go to Utah. That's the only benefit about living in Las Vegas. Other than that, there's nothing to do in Vegas, bro. Literally. Ain't nothing to do. The food is not great in my opinion. I'm being real. The food is not that great. It's pretty boring, man. Like people like, I don't know. They keep to themselves. That's what I notice about people from Vegas. There's a lot of fake people as well. I feel like every state has fake people, but like Vegas is this place where you spend money, bro. Like you try to impress people who don't give a fuck about you. Like nightclubs. Like I said, I don't nightclub, bro. I don't. I'm trying to stack up my money. And like I said, if you have no self-discipline, no self-control, Vegas will eat you up, bro. So if you have none of those, don't move to Vegas or don't even travel to Vegas, bro, because you will lose your full fucking money, bro. I'm dead ass. I'm thankful I never lost money in Vegas because I'm aware.
Vegas is losing tourism. I've been hearing about this everywhere, seeing this on my FYP, and I'm like, what are they talking about? I live here. The strip is literally right here. I can see it through my bedroom window. And I'm like, there's always people here. What do you mean tourism is down? But you know how I can confirm this? I just heard back from a huge job opportunity telling me that the job has been put on hold indefinitely because specifically lack of tourism. Like, I'm so grateful they gave me such a specific reason, and it's just crazy to me. Jobs are being cut, and it's true what the locals have been saying on my FYP here, that tourism is just done, and it's primarily because of like increased prices. I mean, I did just go to Tal Day Beach Club thing to see Zed. The drinks were $50 each. I don't know if that's a normal thing, always has been. I don't know, but $50 drinks, that's wild. That was like the cheapest one. Resort fees, hidden fees, just fees everywhere, and things being marked up. I guess that's why. But pretty bummed out. It was a job I was really looking forward to. I was actually one of the top candidates, so they're keeping me in mind if the job comes back. But now I'm like, how do I feel comfortable even taking the job now if the second things go down with tourism, you're you're cutting off people. Like, where's the security in that? So now I'm just like stressed all around. We'll see.
You know that tourism generates $2.9 trillion every single year in economic activity. Almost $3 trillion is how much tourism generates in the U.S. every. Look at this comment, and I have thousands and thousands more just like it. Nobody is coming to the USA for tourism, period, let alone in the next 3 years. So what do you think it's going to happen when we lose $3 trillion a year in economic activity times 4? $12 trillion. Did you know that what we generate is 5.3 trillion from collecting our tax every year? We are going to lose more than double what we collect in tax over the next 4 years because the entire world is boycotting coming to the United States of America. We have never seen anything like that before. People say, who wants to come to 1930s Germany? I want you to remember, Republicans did this. Hi, my name's Christina. Buckle up. We are in for a recession or a depression that we have not seen in my lifetime.
What the fuck is going on? Why is everybody fleeing the United States? You kind of get that feeling, you know what I mean? No traffic going into the United States. This is actually kind of silly. Look at that traffic going to Canada. When I first got here, it was actually kind of disconcerting. Like, I'm like, did Trump do something? Like, did they announce the purge or something? Like, I know he announced the Hunger Games the other day. That's U.S. Customs and Border Protection wanting to get back. They're just going into the customs office. That's how they get in. You can see they're buzzing themselves in. That's how they have to get in on a busy day like today. I kid, but they have a Maryland girl locked up in Louisiana at an ICE detention center right now, who's an American citizen with an American birth certificate, and they have locked her up at an ICE detention facility anyway and said, "Oh, we don't believe you." They're locking up American citizens now.
I ain't never seen Vegas look like this on a Saturday at 1 a.m. Where's the people? Holy shit, dude. What the fuck? Like, I can't make this shit up. Holy shit, bro. This is a Saturday at 1 a.m. Where are the fucking people? Look, even on the Venetian Bridge over there. Nobody. Holy shit.
Hey guys, it's about 6 a.m. on a Friday morning at the Las Vegas airport, and I'm going to catch my flight, and there's literally nobody else here at the airport. I've never parked my car to catch a flight, and I've not seen another person since I've parked. This is really weird.
Well, hello. It's Vegas Police, and casino analysts are warning that things are going from bad to worse out here in Las Vegas. These negative posts are a dime a dozen because all influencers know that negative information about Las Vegas grabs the attention of viewers. But facts are facts, and while this year started off slow, year-to-date non-convention visitation is already down 8%. The last 6 weeks, the pain is accelerating, according to Deutsche Bank analyst Steven Pizzella. June revenue per available room is down 19%, and the first 2 weeks of July is down 20%. When you have sold all of your real estate to Wall Street REITs like VICI, who own 660 acres on the Strip, you cannot afford a 20% decline in room revenue. The gross margin on the Strip last year was only 3%, and many of the larger properties pay as much as $20 million a month in rent. So now what are the casinos hoping for? Reduced interest rates. But that might not happen anytime soon. Caesars owes so much money that a 1% decline will save them $60 million a year, according to Pizzella. This story is from casino.org. The price gouging is legendary in Las Vegas. $26 water, $13 pizza, $50 parking fees, early check-in at crap Caesars properties is $60. The room tonight at the Flamingo is only $79. I just looked. Las Vegas locally quoted Smith Travel Research saying that Las Vegas hotel occupancy is down 17% in early July. That is the steepest decline in 25 national markets. You know that when the win is only $247 a night all in, which it is tonight, that things are slow out here. What does the analyst recommend? He says buy sports betting data providers, but don't get too clever with those because they'll throw you off those apps. As soon as you win anything, Vegas Police.
Thank you for watching Great Minds Blacks.